How you know?
Woo! That's because my thing broke. All right. We're live. We are live. Let me share this real quick before we get started. Tune in, share this video, y'all. Hopefully, y'all ain't see that spill like that. Y'all might see it. We are live. Let me share this real quick. What's up, everybody? One moment. I just want to share this. Make sure everybody tune in so they can watch it with us. Got another great interview in the building. Where else can I share this? What's up, everybody? I'm always sharing it to random people pages. Okay. All right. So we are live in the building. Excited to be back on another episode of Pillow Talk Podcast with a brand new interview. I told y'all I was gonna get some ladies on here, okay? Because the niggas been dominating, and I'm sorry, y'all got to go on somewhere with that now. Y'all got to go on there. So thank you for coming on Pillow Talk. Can you introduce yourself to the people?
Hi, everyone. My name is Maxxine. What's up? Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yes, of course. Ain't she cute, y'all? Ain't she cute? Period. Okay? Period. Yes. So I'm excited to have you on here. Maxxine. Is that short for anything?
No.
Maxxine. That's sexy.
Thank you.
I love it. So where are you from, Maxxine?
Well, originally my family's from New York. I was born in New Jersey, but I grew up in Gurney, so I'm around here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're from New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel the influence.
Nice.
My blood is over there, you know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. A lot of family in New York.
Interesting. Do you feel like being here and being there, you like, damn, I should have tried to maneuver something to stay back in New York? Like,
yeah, I feel like it took me a while to figure out, but I never really fit in all the way.
Mm-hmm.
So when I would go to New York, I would feel much more like the energy was better, and then just I don't know. I love New York rap, New York fashion, all of that. Like East Coast I love the East Coast.
You gonna move back there? Sound like you gonna go. You like, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back.
I'm gonna have a place there.
Okay.
Eventually.
I can see that. Nice. New York is nice. I have never been, but I'm sure it's beautiful.
It's beautiful in the city. It's beautiful upstate. It's beautiful everywhere.
Have you been back to visit a lot since then?
Yeah, I was just there the last 2 summers.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. Well, the last summer, not 2020, but 2019 summer, I went out to Jersey to film the Roses music video, the other music video that I have. So that was kind of a random thing. I kind of met people in a group chat, and there was people from the West Coast, East Coast. And then there was a producer. We got in contact and ended up flying out there and filming a video. So
period.
Cool.
I like that. Okay, dang. They didn't.
They
got flued out.
There.
You got flued out.
The East Coast, can't leave it.
I love that.
Take it out.
That's what's up. So growing up for you, what was one of the favorite things you liked to do as a kid? Like ride your bike or read, or what was one thing you loved to do as a kid?
I loved singing, honestly.
Okay.
And listening to music. I had karaoke machines, and I was very artistic, creative. I like those connects. So I would build roller coasters and stuff.
Oh snap! Yeah. Architect.
I like the easy bake oven. I just liked trying new things and doing things and building things, making things. I liked using my hands. I liked singing and making music.
So you always been creative then, pretty much.
I would dress myself up and do fashion shows for my parents.
Okay, with the sheets and the towels and the big clothes.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And then I had a boa and fancy clothes.
Okay.
I was looking like somebody auntie. It was
big auntie vibes.
But it works.
I love that. Yeah. Yes. I used to dress up too.
Yeah.
We would have been best friends.
But I was really girly too.
You were
girly. Yeah, my sister's tomboy and then I'm girly. So I just loved it. All the stuff. All the jewelry and the singing and the makeup and all everything.
Everything. I love everything. No, I love that. Okay. So what? You love music. You've been singing. You said you enjoy to sing. You've been singing since you were little.
Mm-hmm.
So like in high school, what were some of like your biggest influences music wise?
I listened to a lot of pop music in high school. And then I was introduced to like the underground New York rap. So like Pro Era, Joey Badass. I started listening to Mac Miller in high school. I liked Eminem a lot. I just like think like words, wordplay. That was what I liked about music. And also it was just impressive when people could sing. Like Mariah Carey, she was my biggest influence in singing. So, but yeah, I liked a lot of rap in high school. I liked a lot of it was like the New York style, underground boom bap style. I really liked.
Okay, so. I like that.
But also pop. Like I listened to a lot of different genres. Mm-hmm. And I was on the dance team, so I listened to a lot of upbeat music too.
Right, to dance to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So very eclectic.
I love that. I love when artists and producers, anybody that's in music, loves all different types of genres and like lists different types of influences. People are always so quick to just say, well, I only like this type of music. Like, you gotta like everything.
Yeah, it really opens up like different creative avenues to take when you're like building a song. Because you can take inspiration from here in this genre. I don't know. Making genres is very outdated, I think, because I think a lot of songs now take a lot of influences from other places. So it's like, what genre really is it? And then there's subgenres,
right?
But yeah, it's just like make what you feel.
Mm-hmm. Yes, make what you feel. Make what you feel. I like that. So you are an artist, also a producer. Mm-hmm. Okay, female producer in the building.
Producer, engineer. I record myself. I mix all my own vocals. I arrange them. I can't not call myself a producer because I work by myself. So every song that I have out, well, most of them, I've wrote by myself, recorded by myself, mixed it. And so I have to call myself all those things because I did that. I can't, I put all my songs together. It's all me.
I love that. I love that. So you're self-taught as far as what producing and mixing. You're self-taught. Mm-hmm. So what did you do? You just looked up some shit one day, like, you know what? I'm finna learn this, and I'm just finna do it.
No, I started working with another artist, another rapper, and he really liked my voice. He's like, you should sing on the mic. Have you ever tried it? I was like, no. And he would write stuff for me and have me sing it. And then after a while, I started wanting to make my own music. Mm. So,
don't worry about that.
I worked with him on my own music for a little bit, but then I felt like I wasn't really a priority, as far as like getting what I wanted done, how I wanted it done, how I wanted it to sound, and like time too. So eventually I just started learning it myself. I bought Logic, downloaded it on my computer, and I was always paying attention to what the engineer was doing and how they were mixing and moving things around because I'm just a very observant person. I like learning. I like knowing what I'm talking about. So I wanted to also know what I'm talking about as a woman in the industry too, because I feel like a lot of times if you don't know what you're talking about, you can be taken advantage of and like just, not listened to. Mm-hmm. So if I go in knowing what I want myself to sound like and what I want to do with the song, I'm taken a lot more seriously and listened to. So I wanted to learn all that. I love the process. I fell in love with the process doing it. So, but it didn't start with just me. Like I was working with people before. I didn't even have a mic when I first started. I had like headphones and then the cord on it had a mic and I used that. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it took like 1,000 tries, but that's the song. It was Her on my SoundCloud. That was the first song that I recorded myself. So it was really exciting though, just like having a finished product and like doing all the trial and error. Like it takes a lot of time, but the end product is worth it.
I love that. You taught yourself how to do that shit, basically. Mm-hmm. That's very important when you want your content to be how you want it to be.
Yeah, for sure. Because I think even before I knew my sound, I always knew what I wanted to sound like. And I finally achieved that myself, like on my own. And then being in the studio with people is crazy because people who have been engineering for years and producing for years, it's like you hear what they do and they do it so quick. And
Right.
It's like, oh my God, like this is like what I'm doing times 10. Because I don't know, there's no one way to do it. I feel like everyone mixes differently and does things different, and you just have to use your ear and hear what it sounds like. Because even when I was mixing terribly, like the song still came out kind of decent.
Okay.
So
ain't mad at that.
But now it's like I work way more efficiently.
Yes, so, that probably saves you money too. Like as far as
studio time and things like that. I mean, there is a difference because now I'm working with a producer. Okay. So, but like before that, I had never really worked with anyone since then. So for a few years, I've been working by myself. And just that one time in the studio and being with a producer who can vibe off me and who listens and can like understand what I'm talking about, does what I want and how I want it to sound, it made it really enjoyable. And that's who's working on my project with me. So
yeah,
it's a vibe. I love being in the studio
it.
Too, just as much. But I feel like when I'm by myself, it's like I can do as many takes as I want.
Right.
And no one's around. So
gonna say you gotta stop or whatever.
Yeah, that's exactly. I don't have like 1 hour and then I'm like, I need to figure it out.
Okay. So how would you describe then your sound if you had to describe it to people, I guess?
I usually just say like it's an R&B sound, kind of like soul. I can go into like a melodic rap style. But I basically just sound how I talk. And I have a big range, a vocal range. Like I can sing really low, I can sing really high. So yeah, it's a raspy, like sultry, like you said.
It is sultry. It's very sultry.
My voice is like super soothing, and when I make songs, it's like, oh my God, it's like you're in my ear, and I'm like, I love hearing that.
It is. It's very sultry. Like it's very soothing. Like when I listen to your music, I feel like I'm like sitting on a beach somewhere. Yeah. You know, like when you put like the seashell to your ear.
It's chill. My mom always says like, I can always hear you on the chill station. Like, that's really what my music is meant for. It's like just to chill, like chill out, smoke,
vibe out. I love that. I absolutely love that. Okay.
It's a whole vibe.
So, you're independent then? Okay. Do you want to like be signed eventually, or what do you want to do as far as that goes? Because I know.
Yeah, I don't think that was ever like my goal to be signed. I think meeting the people I've met in the last like 2 years, I've gotten a lot of mixed advice about being signed and then staying independent. And I think for me, it's just like, I'll know if a contract comes to me and someone wants to sign me, like I'll know if that's the right move to make, because at this point, like I've learned so much about the industry and so much about what I do already myself. And it's like, if you can't promise me, or if I don't have leverage, then I'd rather just not, so I'd rather just stay independent. But yeah, I don't think the goal was ever to be signed. I think it was just to see where it takes me.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I know like a lot of artists that are independent right now, like they say they just want like distribution deals or something. Yeah. They don't want to embark on like a full blown, I guess 360 deal or whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot of different kind of contracts now. But I think a lot of people want to get signed just because of like the budget. And like when you get signed, like you have so many more outlets and opportunities to get videos done or like clothes and things like that. And when you have a label, like there's so many other people running it that you don't even really have to worry. But I don't know, I kind of like making those connections with people, doing things myself, and really like it being genuine, not to say that things that under a label aren't genuine, but I don't know. I'm not like, that's not what I'm doing it for, but because I'll get it when I get there. And I feel like I can do a lot of things with the budget that I have now that are fire. So.
Period.
Facts.
Period. No, that's dope though. And you're right, it's a lot of different deals out there, so you have to be wary. But we live in a different time. Like people are, going viral and getting decent off of the internet without even record label interference.
Like I tried TikTok, and it's just, I don't know. It's not for me.
It's not for me
either. I
either.
have to be like super consistent with it.
Yeah.
And I'm just not. So
it's not for me either.
Yeah.
TikTok is just, I don't know if I can't even say I'm out the age bracket because we got little people, we got old people on there.
Yeah.
But when I get on there, I just be like, yeah, it's a no for me. Yeah. I like watching stuff on TikTok, but like being on there.
Yeah, it's just like, I always say there's so many things I probably could have done that would have got me like on already, but it's just like, it was never for me. So this is my journey, you know, and I'm glad I'm here, honestly, because I've been watching, like, I've been listening to your podcast, so I've been wanting to be on here, and then you asked me, so I was so excited. Like, this is how it's supposed to happen, you know? Like,
yes. Oh, thank you. Don't make me cry.
Oh no. We both emotional.
Period. It's the Remy. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but for real, like, things are just, I just have to be present. I can't think too much about like, oh, like, or even like down to, are people gonna like this song? It's
right.
Like, this song, my songs are just, I make them, and it's how I'm feeling or what I want to make at that time, and it's like I have to like it because I made it and I put all that work into it. So people are always gonna like it. People are always gonna not like things. So
true.
Can't please everybody.
You cannot please everybody. That is very true. Okay. I was listening to your music because her music is on Apple. Okay. Streaming everywhere. All
DSPs.
All where you can stream. But I was listening on there, and then I believe, I don't think it was Temptation. So I like that. You definitely had like a nice switch up in there, and then you had your little flow moment. Like, what was the writing process with that? Did you hear the beat first and you was like, okay, or like, how did you?
I'm really glad you brought up that song because I started writing that song probably like 3 years ago. Yeah, and I heard the beat first, and then I started writing to it, and the way I write, I like to switch up my flow a lot. So I don't like things, especially if it's a loop. Like, I don't like to have the same flow. I like to experiment with like different pockets and different syllable usage and whatever. So the first half of the song, like up to the hook, I actually had a different hook before.
Okay.
Yeah. So, or no, I wrote a different hook. That was the original hook, but I had a different hook before. And the first half was written 3 years ago, and then I wanted to finish it. So I went back like last year or 2 years ago and finished it and wrote the rest of it. So
damn, that's a long process.
Yeah, so it's like, and I knew it wasn't done. I knew it wasn't ready, and I always wanted to finish it. So one day I was just like, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to write it. Let's see what happens. And it ended up being like, everyone loves that song. Everyone's always like, oh, it had my most replayed song on Spotify. So it means a lot because like you said, it's a long process. It takes a lot of time. You never really know, but like, song is never finished.
I love that. I would
go back and change stuff if I could, but
no,
I know.
Don't do that.
It's bad.
Don't do that.
But I'm glad I didn't change the hook.
No, it's fire. And it's like, I don't know, like, it's just something you can listen to consistently. Like, you can play it back a couple times and, you know, learn the lyrics and stuff. What did you say? What? I think you said trying to get that booty like J-Lo in 96. I'm like, oh, snap. She done threw the J-Lo reference in here, period. Because I know exactly what booty you was talking about when you had said that.
Yes, exactly. And that part is so funny to me because I was trying to think of something and I was like, all right, working out, getting a booty, like, who's got a good J-Lo, obviously.
Definitely.
And then I was like, 96. She was bad in 96. I Googled picture. I'm like, J-Lo in 96. I was like, yep.
That's it. That's the booty right there. That's the booty right there.
That's so funny.
I love that.
I like throwing in like little references.
Yeah, that makes it like people remember the song though when you got references like that. But that was fine. I heard that. I was like, oh.
And that's all the way at the end. So you know you listen.
Yes. I was like, okay, Maxxine.
Yeah. That song is one of my favorite songs.
Make sure y'all go listen to that, okay?
Temptation.
Make sure y'all check that out. Let's go to some of the comments real quick because clearly there's a fan that's on here. Real quick. Darius Allen, what's good, my boy? Say go crazy, y'all. Jesse P.
What's up, Jesse? Jesse and I have a song together too.
Oh, okay, Jesse. I love him. Shout out to
called,
Jesse.
Summer Days.
It's out already?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, snap. I didn't do my research. Okay, check that out. We got him to listen to that too. Clark LJ. I don't know who he is.
He's a fan.
But he said, oh my gosh, she bad.
Thank you.
And then he said she bad, but he wrote bad after. So we know he was typing a little fast there.
Oh, he corrected himself.
He corrected himself. Shout out to you, Clark. Shout out to you.
Check out my music. Google Maxxine. Well, on IG.
Oh,
and Apple.
All that good stuff.
Spotify.
All that good stuff. I also love Refresher. You were on Refresher as well. And that was on my new segment I'm doing too. The video is fire as hell, y'all.
Yeah.
Like the video, and I'm mad because this is one of those instances to me where, you know, you're not getting the clout you're supposed to be getting, the exposure. It wasn't getting the love I felt like it should be getting.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like the video was just put together beautiful. You had some little key people up in there. I seen CC up in there.
Yeah, she
you
was
know,
stylist.
yeah. See, like she was up in there. Marcus Follins was up in there.
Yeah.
Like it was just a vibe. Period.
Yeah.
So how did y'all help make the video concept, or y'all just?
Yeah, so Annalicia hit me up. She's like, hey, let's work together. And I was like, cool. That was the first time that I ever worked with another female artist. So
okay.
It was pretty dope. And at the time, I had just met Nikki Darko, who's a female producer engineer in Chicago. And so Annalicia came to me with a beat, and we made the song from there. I gave her the hook. Yeah. She did her verses, and I was like, this is going to be so dope. And then we recorded it with Nikki Darko. Shout out Nikki Darko. I love her. And we all kind of came up with the video concept ourselves. So we did the treatment and everything. We came up with the idea, and then Luis Rivera shot the video.
Okay.
So he came up with the treatment with our ideas, and we all kind of just did it together. It was really dope. It was my first video.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. My first video.
And you have dark hair too. You had the dark.
I just dyed my hair because I was blonde, and I was like, I think for this video, like I need a different look.
Mysterious.
Yeah, I need to like switch it up, like make it, you know, a different person.
Yeah.
So that was dope. And I forgot whose house we shot it at.
Nice house. Whoever house.
Yeah, it was cool. It was the basement. Shout out to whoever that was for that. I realized after.
Shout out to whoever that was.
Like LeBron and like basketball posters on the wall, and I was like, "Dang, why did we take those down?" But it's those little things that you look back and you remember, and you're like, "Wow, like I really didn't notice." And we were just having a good time. My friends were there. It was dope. It was really cool to have everyone involved, and yeah, it was dope. It
was fire though. Like the video makes me wish like I was there. Wish like I was at the party.
It was a pretty fun party, not gonna lie.
Like
there was like
lit.
quite a few people there. And it was hot.
And it was hot in the basement.
It was hot. It was hot. There was lights. We had a fan. Cece had a fan.
Oh shit!
She brought a fan.
She was fanning herself.
And I was like, oh girl, she fanned me for a few minutes. I was like, oh my God.
Let me get some of that.
I'm glad someone was prepared because clearly I had never been around that many people before.
In this basement,
right?
With no ventilation,
with no type of window, no nothing.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
No, that's fire.
It came out really cool. Though.
It did.
And then I was actually part of the editing process because I just love being a part of things. I love knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
I like making the decisions, especially like if I'm on camera or if it's anything about me. It's like, oh well, I want to make sure I look good.
Period. Duh.
So I'm really glad that I got to be a part of it, and yeah, and it was dope.
That was fire,
a good
though.
Memory to look back on.
Definitely fire. Y'all make sure y'all check out that video too.
Yeah, I just posted on my Instagram because I just got a lot of new followers lately. So I'm like, well, y'all haven't seen it, so
check that out too.
Yeah, don't be afraid to ever post your old stuff because guaranteed, like a lot of people didn't watch it yet.
No, you ain't lying about that.
Mm-mm.
I definitely went back and posted some old clips of just stuff I was talking about. So that makes sense.
And like old songs, like I'll post and it's like, oh, I never heard this before. So yeah, post your old stuff.
No, I love it though. That video was fire. Refresher, y'all make sure y'all check that out because it was a banger.
DJ Ken's made the beat.
Bang bang. Shout out to DJ Kens. Shout out to DJ Ken and Blast Forward. Shout out to y'all. Okay, now we got trivia because y'all know.
Everyone knew but me.
Because y'all know I like to do trivia now. It ain't gonna be no hard, I ain't gonna grill you because these last couple people, they've been real unprepared and I ain't gonna do that to you.
Okay. Thank you.
It's gonna be real simple. First question. What group is Kelly Rowland from?
Destiny's Child.
Yes.
Oh, I love their Christmas album back in the day. That was my shit.
That was a good album. Fire.
I don't like regular Christmas music, but I like
remixes and shit. To me, Silent Night, Temptations is all I need to hear for Christmas. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's a beautiful song.
All I need to hear is that Christmas is cool for me.
Mm-hmm.
Next question. Well, right. You said you love Mariah Carey, so you should get this song.
Ooh.
You should get this.
Okay.
Mariah Carey, Bone Thugs and Harmony made what song together?
I just listened to it the other day.
When I go out at night, turn on the lights.
I don't remember the name of it. Wow. You really got me on Mariah Carey.
Because I'm gonna call you. And look, that wasn't nothing but Spirit that did that. You said Mariah Carey, and look, I had a question about Mariah Carey. Didn't even know you were gonna say that.
Look at that.
Didn't even know.
That's crazy, actually.
It is. I didn't know you were gonna
really
say it.
crazy.
And you said those are your influences.
Yes. She was the first album I ever bought.
Off the dome.
But how come I can't remember that? That's
and I go on the night, turn out the lights, then somebody so devoted to suddenly just stops loving you, and it seems I haven't got a. Okay, I'm done because I ain't no singer. You give up.
Yeah. I was letting you have your moment. You was really getting it.
I was getting it because I felt that. I felt that song. Mariah did her shit, and then she had Bone Thugs. Breakdown.
Okay.
Then I go on the night, turn all the lights, then I break down and cry.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay, we gonna let that slide. You didn't get the Mariah Carey.
Please
We're gonna let that slide.
Please let that slide.
Next question. Name all of the Spice Girls.
Oh. Scary Spice, Baby Spice, Sporty Spice, Posh Spice, and wow. What is it? Why are you laughing at me? Wow.
Wow.
Wait.
Shout out to Alan Wilder.
There's Mel B and Mel.
You was on a roll. What's the last spice? You said it's one last spice. You snapped though, because you got all the other ones. I usually forget Posh. That's the one I usually forget.
No, I was gonna say her first, but wow.
Give it. Start with a G.
A G? That did not help at all. What?
You give up.
Yeah. A G.
Ginger. Yes.
Wow. I'm like a G. I'm trying to think.
G Spice. Shout out to Adrian Tolbert, okay? Because period. People play. Shout out to you, G Spice. We just gonna abbreviate the name at this point. We just gonna abbreviate that. Ginger Spice,
I was
folks.
on a roll though.
She got pretty much all of that though. So we're gonna let that slide. Name Rihanna's first song.
Was it Ponde Replay?
Yeah.
You see? You see? And Mr. DJ, some phone to replay. Mr. DJ, won't you turn the music up? You kind of dress like Rihanna.
A little bit.
Rihanna would wear that.
She would. I think she would too.
She would wear that.
She would. Shout out to Rihanna.
That's her Pisces energy.
It is. We have the same birthday. Yeah, me and Rihanna have the same birthday.
That gasp.
So we're intertwined.
Wow.
In some type of way.
Yeah, and now I have met you.
Yeah. So it's like you met Rihanna a little bit. Kind of. Kind of, sort of. Okay. This next portion is just picking who you would rather collab with.
Okay.
So we got Megan Thee Stallion or Doja Cat.
Doja Cat.
Period.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna argue with that. Period. Because I love Doja Cat.
Yeah. I like a lot of her older songs, and someone told me one time that I sounded like her, or like had that sound, and I was like, okay. And I really like her last album. It was fire as hell.
That
I replayed it.
I was late because that's what got me to start fucking with Doja was her last album.
She like directs all her videos. She records her. She's dope.
She is dope as fuck.
She's dope. I'm just like, I love Meg as a artist and like a person, like persona. I think she's nothing wrong with her. It's just not my.
I agree.
Yeah,
it's not my cup of tea.
Look,
it's not my cup of tea.
She's bad.
Not my cup of tea.
All that, she can rap. It's just not. I don't personally listen to even that fast of music. Like, I don't blame you. Yeah, it's just like not chill stuff. It ain't hitting for me. And I think my voice and Doja Cat's voice would sound cool.
I think it would too. Y'all could have some real sexy, sexual music. Yeah, like some hypnotizing nigga, give me your rent and your soul.
Yeah. And we're both Libras.
Oh, see? Twin flame.
Yes, exactly. Period.
Twin flame. Okay, so we're going to go with Doja. I ain't mad because I'm going to go with Doja too. We got Brent Faiyaz or Bryson Tiller.
I think my voice would sound better with Brent.
I think so too.
Yeah. I ain't little like my man.
I love Brent. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me think first. Okay.
Hi, Ashley.
Okay. Oh, okay. Shout out to this your gang right here.
Ashley.
Okay.
People, girl.
People in the audience, people in the comments.
Yes.
Clark then came back. He said, yeah.
Yay.
He said, yay. He didn't came back.
Yay.
He didn't came back. Shout out to you, Clark. I didn't even say, but shout out to you, Mr. T Official. He's on Periscope. This is Twitter. Chiming in. Shout out to you, some of my Twitter fam. Shout out to y'all for tuning in. Yes. Okay, keep it lit. Period. Y'all better be following while y'all doing all this. Okay, y'all better be following. Period. Okay, next question. Yeah, definitely Brent though. I love Brent. He's fire. Nicki Minaj or Beyonce?
Wow, that's tough because I don't know what I would do with Beyonce.
What you mean? You don't know what you would do? You feel like you couldn't sing no hook or nothing for her? You couldn't write?
I don't know.
You could produce some beats for her?
I don't know. I feel like Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
I feel like we can make something saucy. Spicy.
Extra spice.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
If I had to choose between, because those are honestly that's interesting. I'm gonna go with Nicki. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Nicki.
Okay, I ain't mad at you. I'm not a big Beyonce fan, so I would go with Nicki too.
Of the finished product and what I think it would sound like.
Yeah,
I think Nicki.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Nicki. We're gonna go with Nicki on that.
Greatest rappers alive. Greatest to ever do it.
We're gonna go with that.
They're both the greatest to ever do it, but Nicki, I'm a big Nicki.
I fuck with Nicki too. Shout out to Nicki. She's fire. Last one.
Okay.
Ari Lennox or Janae Aku?
I think I would make a more interesting song with Ari.
I think that's the wise choice.
Yeah. Even though I love Janae. Yeah, I'll make Ari.
I love Ari. I think y'all could make a really good ass song together, especially with your wordplay.
Yeah.
And how Ari, because to me, she's very good at having wordplay and fitting a lot of stuff into a little paraphrase, and you be like, damn, bitch, what you just say?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like y'all could do.
Yeah, I feel like her context is more my lane than Janae.
Yes, I love all the answers, so I'm not mad at you.
Okay. All the answers are the right answers.
Okay, they're all the right answers. I'm not mad at you. Okay, because Clark, you know what? He said, I'm fire. We're just gonna
we're not talking about you. We're talking about Maxxine.
We appreciate the love. But yes, we'll leave that be. We're gonna let that be. Okay. So you did mention a little bit earlier about criticism, as far as, you just got to put it out there. It is what it is. But I mean, how do you initially deal with criticism if someone's giving you kind of like a bad review on something? How do you internalize that, really?
Well, it depends, because if it's just like some random person like giving me criticism, I don't know. I feel like when it comes to music or art, I'm really open to criticism.
Okay.
Because I love collaborating with people, and I like being in other people's heads, like knowing what they're thinking about a creation. So I'm really open to it. I like being produced. I like being, like if someone really likes my voice and they think I would sound good on something, like send me a song and I'll sing it for you. Like, just things like that. And when I'm in the studio, when the producer engineer is like, oh, I think you could do that a little better, it's like, yeah, I probably could. I'm gonna do it better. It's not like, what do you mean I did it? Like I would never like that. I'm like that in real life, like with my parents and like other things, but when it comes to creating music and art, I really like other people's opinions and input, and I think you could always learn from someone else's perception.
I love that. Yes. But you do need to be transparent with that to an extent. Like, I love that you're, right. Not like, well, what the fuck do you mean? Like, a lot of people do be real sensitive about their shit to a point where they can't take constructive criticism. Yeah.
It's like, you can't really, if you're only in your head, you're so limited. Like, you can think that you know everything and you have all the ideas, but someone else has lived a whole different life than you and thinks of things so differently than you do. And like, you could learn something from them possibly. Right. And that's how I think of things. Like, I love getting to know people and what they know and how they work, because I think that just helps me with knowing that just everyone's different. And also, like, if you love something and you really love it, don't let someone's negative comments like ruin that for you.
Right.
Because not everyone is going to get it. It's not always going to vibe with everyone. Maybe you asked the wrong person. Like, sometimes I send a song to someone, it's like, oh yeah, like, I didn't really like this part, but I send it to someone else and they're like, oh, this shit's fire. Like, I love this, like what you did here. And it's like, it's so subjective that if you really like it that much, then put it out. Right. But if you start to notice that it's not getting you where you want to go and it's not getting the attention that you want, then you're going to probably have to deal with some criticism, and you can't grow without it. So
facts. You ain't lying.
Yeah.
Y'all listening? Because I know some of y'all in here, y'all know how to take criticism.
I think, always from people who know more than you, but also from your peers. Like, I think it's important, especially if you're making music, to listen to your audience. They're the ones who are going to press play. Like, you can listen to your stuff all you want, but you're not monetizing off your own streams.
Right.
So,
you're right.
Yeah, it's just,
I love that though. I love that. You have to take criticism in order to be successful, to grow. So that's important to just hear artists, talk about criticism and how they ingest it, because you do have to take it. I'm always open to criticism.
That's what I was gonna say. What about you?
Yeah, I'm always open to criticism. I started using StreamYard from something somebody else told me about. So that,
I heard about that recently.
Put me into this realm or whatever, because of somebody else telling me, like, you should use this. Bam. And here I am doing it.
So
like,
this
I'm
is
never.
How you did it on all the platforms?
So yes, here, Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope.
Oh, that's so.
And it's like, it's live and my logo's up here and I can add videos and all types of crap. And it just makes it that much more convenient for me. But had I not taken that criticism, I wouldn't even thought about getting it, you know,
Right.
doing it. Like,
Exactly.
and I feel like it's better now because I did that shit.
Yeah,
So
I just can't go through it thinking like, well, how I want to do it is the right way.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
whatever someone tells me, like, oh, whatever, like that's bullshit. Like, I'm always open to try new things. And like Clubhouse, I tried that. It was cool for a minute. Don't really use it, but
I'm over Clubhouse now.
Yeah,
y'all fucked it up.
I don't know. I've gotten criticism on like my song structures and things like that, and it's things that I think I really could work on. And I think it all comes with the territory. Every criticism comes with being an artist. Period. Like everything is so subjective.
Facts. Definitely subjective as fuck. Facts. Okay. So now we're getting into a new year. What projects or, you know, music can we expect from you rolling out in these next couple of months?
So I've been working on a lot of music. I was working on a lot of music last year. I'm gonna be releasing a project in the summer, hopefully.
Yeah.
I started working with a producer finally, so things are moving. And yeah, I have some stuff coming for you guys. It's really dope.
Okay. Is this summer project you've been working on this for a while?
Yeah. So Temptation will be on there, but it's gonna be like a new version.
Okay.
So we're kind of gonna work on making it just like the best it can be with his, because now I'm collaborating with him. So I want to hear his ideas on, oh, how did you hear this song? How did you think it was gonna come out? So that'll be fun. I'm excited to actually redo it.
Yes, summertime. So this gonna be a nice summer hit.
Good vibes. Yeah, it's a journey, but it's, you know, ups and downs. There's a lot of good ups though. It's upbeat, chill, some areas.
Okay.
It's nice. I'm really excited. I've been listening to it nonstop, like all the songs. Keep getting drafts, so I love listening to it. I'm gonna play some for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes.
But
I'm excited.
I'm really excited. I'm gonna have some visuals.
Yes.
And I want a lot of women involved, like a lot of other female artists too. So if you're a female artist watching this, hit me up because definitely want to work with you. And Ashley in the comments, she's a female artist. She's gonna be producing some of it actually, as well.
Yes, I love that. We need to.
My friend Mason's on here.
Oh, Mason's on here. Okay. He said, "What Clark are you talking about?" You know what? We gonna let Clark be. All right, we're gonna let Clark be because he's supporting Maxxine right now. I hope you patronizing her. Okay.
That's my best friend.
But yeah, like, I'm happy that I have a female artist on here and that you're also a producer, you know, engineering. You're a conglomerate in a way, and like, you know, self-efficient as a woman in the media industry is really, really hard right now. And people just kind of throw it to the side or, you know, don't give you the credit that's due, and you just have to do it yourself. Like, and I really admire that about you, being your own producer, you know, writing your stuff, really just making your own way. Cause I do the same thing. I create all my own stuff. I do everything by myself. So I love to see other women that have that drive and that are connecting. You connected with another woman producer. I didn't even know or was that director producer that did?
She engineered.
Okay. I didn't even know, you know, I didn't even know a woman did that. And it's like, we should be, you know, we should have more of the women engineers and people that do that, like, out here so people can know. Like, we need that little circle because women be beasting. I don't know why y'all.
We're really about to take over this year.
You know, like, y'all better stop playing and get in tune with these female engineers. They're gonna give you that sound that you're needing. They're gonna give you a different insight on what you need to get that sound.
Yeah, especially because anyone who's making music, like, if you know, you know, but if you know, it's all about the girls and the gays. They're the ones who's gonna listen to your music.
Play it out right. Play it out.
In the club, like, if the girls are not dancing to your music, if you want, but it's like if you make music to be danced to, and the women aren't dancing, maybe you should reevaluate. And my music, I don't make music that's supposed to make people dance. Right. So, I mean, but I do dance. And I know that, you know, the radio, it's all women, like, women run music. Women are the audience. Because if you're just in a room, unless you're in a room listening to music with a bunch of dudes, then it's like we play whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
you ain't lying. Mm-hmm. You ain't lying. It's the truth, and we're quick to tell you if some shit is whack. Like I don't understand what you what is the song about? Why is fast right here and it's slow right here? Like
what he say?
You know, like we be quick to, and that's just a woman asking questions because we don't know, and that's gonna make you feel some type of way. Versus when you hear some shit that's fire and you just like, played that one part, like that's definitely me. When people send me music and I listen to it the first time, if I don't get that, I'd be like, like I might go back a little bit after, but like if I listen to it that first time, I'm like, oh, okay, like, and I run it back like I did with your song, like then I know it's fire because I'm a consumer and I'm a listener. I'll listen to what the fuck the artist is saying and be like, bars versus a raw ass beat, you know what I'm saying? And then they just saying shit and you be like, nigga, what the fuck is you saying? Right. Like I hate that shit.
No, seriously though, like you could just. For my songs, I like to tell a story. I like for it to be like cohesive and whatever. I get some songs that are a vibe, but at least like have things make sense. Like people just put sentences together.
They do. They just rhyme in words, and I don't understand why you have to use all those words just because they rhyme.
Right.
But whatever.
Some shit's about
but whatever. Okay, well, before you go, make sure you guys do follow her as well on IG. It is scrolling across the screen. Okay, so make sure you guys follow her, tag her, shout her out, check out all of her music as well. Before you go, I just want you to kind of give some advice because you just said prior to us chopping it up behind the scenes that you really just started getting into the mode of this and really started taking more serious. So what's like one piece of advice as you embark on your journey for any aspiring artists?
I think you should just be as authentic as possible to yourself and your sound. Don't censor yourself. Really, like, because music is supposed to make you feel something. So if you're writing music because that's what you're feeling, like, then I should be able to feel that.
Yeah.
And, it's just, things will come. I see a lot of people get on, like my friends. Some of my friends are on already. And I'm like, I don't ever think like, oh, I wish I was on. Like, I wish I was like that. It's like, my time will come.
Right.
Like, you just have to be patient for real and just make sure that you are doing it for the right reasons, like, and getting the results that you want for whatever reason you're doing it for. Like, if you're doing it for the money, make sure you're actually getting money. If you're doing it because you love making music and you love the process and you just want to make art, then do that to the fullest extent.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
I'm always stressing that to people. Just do it.
Don't ignore your questions. Lately, I've been Googling like every question I have and just learning so much. And I think if you randomly think of questions during the day, Google it. Literally Google it. I think instead of tweeting it, Google it.
Okay. That's some real shit though.
Yeah, Google it because you will find out so much stuff. And I don't know what you'll find out. I don't know what questions you have. My questions are weird, but I found out some weird stuff, but just don't ignore your questions. It's in your mind for a reason.
Okay. I love that. Don't ignore your questions, y'all, and just do it, okay? Maxxine is here to tell you, just do it.
Just do it.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Clark called us some haters. Shout out to you, Clark, because you really just was all through the comments today. Shout out to everybody that tuned in and shared this video, y'all. This will be available on the podcast as well tomorrow, so you can play it back. It's on YouTube as well, so you can play it back. Appreciate y'all so much. Thank you again, Maxxine, for coming through Pillow Talk.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you. Support women, y'all. Because we really...
Women supporting women. You are never in competition.
Women support women.
Advice. There is so much room in this earth.
It is.
For us all to thrive.
We can
do a lot more together.
We gotta get it. We gotta get it. So we gotta get it, y'all.
Together.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all as well for following Pillow Talk Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. Peace out.
Peace.